Hello. Let me tell you how music's made. So first, we don't need to get into all that specifics. All the melody, the beat, timbre, doesn't matter. Don't even need chords or progression. Nothing. Give me a music with nothing. And instead, I'm going to tell you how music is made. And it starts with you. And you get a little idea in your brain, right? Or not even. You get skilled with an instrument of sorts, whether it's a guitar, your voice, or maybe a keyboard that you can put sounds into and then distort using an amplifier, and boom, you've got crazy new sounds. But it starts with a knowledge of an instrument, and from that you then play it and you get to know the instrument, and you explore new ways, new tunings, new whatever it is. You just explore the instrument. And once you find a sound that you like, you work with that sound until you mold it into something a little more cohesive, or something that has potential, right? Maybe it needs a backing track. Maybe it needs some lyrics. You just gotta start with a sound, because music is sound. So whenever you get your sound, you augment it in a way that allows for additions. Usually sound can always just be ready for additions, but sometimes you gotta switch it around a bit in order to free up some space to get other things in that sound. Whether it's, drums, vocals, and I think an important part of music is the knowing when your sound is gas. Because it could be really anything, but it's whenever you play it, you go like, ooh, dang, that was good. That's what you're looking for. And you take that, you might record it, hopefully with some good equipment. Unfortunately, that can be hard to find. But once you get a good recording, then you can take that recording. You can listen to it a little bit, and then you start layering. I'm not in a band, I just do all the instruments myself, right? And so you get your recording that you have of like your guitar, and then you sing over it, or you play a beat over it on drums, or you try and create a beat in a studio application in order to get what you're looking for. And it will all begin culminating into creation, right? Because it starts with the sound that you hear from whatever you're playing, and that good sound that you're looking for. And then you just expand upon it and bring it into creation. And all that bringing it into creation process is through continually working with the original sound until you can grow it and it matures into a whole song. And I think this process kind of works for any sort of creative exploits, whether you're writing and you get a good scene or setting, or good words, I guess. and then using those to expand upon it and to grow it into something. And with like visual arts, you know, you get this idea in your head, you get the scene in your mind, and you explore it, right? Because it's all coming from within you. And this changes whenever you have like a group dynamic for like a band, right? Because you got the person playing guitar, person drumming in the back, person singing, other person playing guitar, and you get those four main, you know, instruments, and they all have personality. They all should have a sort of like sound within them, like within themselves, you know, like, ooh, the bass is good, or ooh, look at him work the drums, or like that vocal style is very iconic, you know. You want all of it to meld together, be cohesive, but still have its personality. And whenever you're working on a project alone, a solo project, you could say, then you take the, you know, ideas that you have and you slowly work with them yourself and bring it all together. But you need that sound in mind. Anyways, toodles.